This is the Meerkat in for D7 with the Broad Market Review for June the 22nd, 2016. Well, the Brits are making the decision tomorrow, Thursday, is the time they're going to make the vote. So by tomorrow at this time, you'll know what the outcome is. Will the Brits exit the Union or will they remain in the European Union? As a result of that, the markets have been just fluffing around here the last couple of days because nobody knows the true outcome yet, only some projections by different polls. And because of that, the VIX is now going through the ceiling. We'll talk about that when we review the numbers. In fact, let's review the numbers right now. Let's look at the SPX here, down 0.17. Dow down 0.24. Then we have the Nasdaq down 0.22 and the small caps down 0.28. And bank down 0.15. Now here we are at the VIX. Look at that, up 14.8%, up to 21. Huge kaboom. Why is that? Well, first you have to understand what the VIX is a measurement of. It's a measurement of volatility. The way they calculate that is the ratio of people buying calls versus buying puts on the option market. There's a normal percentage that more people buy calls than puts. But when people are afraid that the market's going to be dropping, they will buy more puts, which means you make money when it goes down, to protect their long position. So when that gets out of whack, when that shifts from the normal ratio of calls to puts, that's what we call the fear indicator. And if it shoots up over 20, it means a lot of people are buying puts. That's what's happening right now. A lot of people are buying puts, just going to carry them for a couple of days here through this election because nobody knows what the outcome will be. All right, let's see. Gold and silver here, both up just a fraction here. And oil was down about 1.2%. It was trading over 50 on the August contract for the WTI most of the morning. And then it had its oil report at 10:30 Eastern Time. And it dropped, and then it dropped again later on. So it is down 1.2% for the day. Trend trade not on today. 1.2 is not high enough for that. Let's take a look here at the SPX chart, S&P 500 index, the actual index itself. And look, we are doing a bull pullback, but we get very low volume, if you remember when we looked at the SPY yesterday. And it hit its head here on the 20 moving average. And today, it actually hit 2100 again. Let's see, high of day, look at that, 2099.71. Wow. And then it pulled right back. Can that happen 2 days ago as well? Right up here, it just about tagged it and pulled back. At 2100, a very significant psychological level. But they ended up closing down a little bit today. Again, closing below that 20 moving average, but still above the 50 on the SPX. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones Industrials here. And it's doing its bull pullback, but it stalled right here at the crossover of the 50 and the 20 moving average. Today it closed below both. Then we have the Nasdaq here. Again, it's doing a little bit bigger pullback. It came up and it's hitting its head on the 50 moving average. Cannot close above that, and now it's dropped back down just a little bit here. Again, this is just, we are stalled, ladies and gentlemen, in the markets. Even look at the small caps, same thing. It stalled, pulled back, came up, hitting its head on the 20 moving average, and now we closed down below it. So today, I was trading the markets in the morning, and we were just going back and forth around the zero line on both the Nasdaq and on the Russell, and the S&P was staying above it, but then in the afternoon, things fell apart. Bank here, again, we just look at it, it's just kind of stalled in the middle here. And here, let's take a look at the VIX. Here's the VIX. Look at today. Kaboom! All those people out there buying puts to protect their long positions. And they'll just hold them for a couple of days, and once they know what the outcome is of the vote and what the market's reaction is going to be, then they'll be able to just sell those. It'll protect them, though, if the markets suddenly drop. That's a way to minimize their losses. Well, that's it. Again, tomorrow is the vote, Thursday. We'll know the outcome by tomorrow. This is the Meerkat. Hey, just remember that some of the wisest trading advice is knowing when not to trade. Right now might be one of those times. Trade well.